Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So also Ethereum doesn't really help itself at the moment. Dropped also to the downside out of this channel that we had on the chart, and it looks even more impulsive to the downside than Bitcoin currently is. Yeah. So also here, similar to Bitcoin, we have a very similar chart formation. We have a descending wedge here currently on the chart. It is always important to understand the context around this. I've seen some videos where some people say that this could be the big trend reversal to the upside. And of course, we can't fully disregard it. Yeah, we want to keep an open mind. But overall, what we can see here in the chart is a downtrend. It works pretty well with the Elliott Wave count that we have seen here a higher degree wave 4 around $3,600, and that we are now coming down in a final fifth wave that should complete this overall downtrend. The problem with that is if I zoom out, we have had this blue target area on the chart here for the completion of the correction. Well, since the end of November, really. So it's played out perfectly. We said that here in this target area, the price has a chance to turn around back into the to the upside. But it was not used. The opportunity wasn't used. Overall, yes, we haven't made lower lows yet, and overall Ethereum is holding pretty well. But what this was here to the upside, it was not an impulsive move up. If this really had been, or had this been the completion of the correction when we hit the target area, because this was the first opportunity for the price to reverse back to the upside and maybe even get to all-time highs, it should have been very impulsive. Now it wasn't, because this here was a wave 1, that could have been a wave 2, and the next wave would have been a wave 3 to the upside, a very bullish rocket start and so on. Didn't happen. Didn't happen, which means two things. One is that, yeah, it could still move up with a very low probability. The other probability, or the other way, which is much more likely, is that we are going to go back into the target area, and we are currently on the way to doing so, yeah, with quite a high pace, to be honest. If we then go into the smaller scale view here, we are currently in a wave down. That could be of that final wave 5, that could now have been the wave 1, or we are still in the wave 1. The problem is that this wave 1 is quite long, yeah, and the next wave targets do have to be calculated based on the wave 1, how it moved, you know. The problem is if it is long, the next wave 3 will be very long as well, and the wave 5 probably as well. That means that there's a lot of downward pressure here, guys. And I think even though I was called crazy back in November when I showed you this target area here and we talked about, yeah, even $1,700, I think I haven't been bearish enough. I'm very honest with you. It seems to me that we might get even lower. Long term, in my view, is not a problem. It doesn't change anything of perspectives of 10x Ethereum prices, right, from my point of view, but I think we still have to go a little bit deeper. Now let me show you. So the first view is, and I go to the 4-hour chart, the view is that we are probably here in this wave 1. There is a chance that this was the wave 1 and that this here was the wave 2, but it would not align with the Bitcoin count. So I'd rather see this here as the wave 1 and might still come down lower. As I said, until we break out of this descending wedge, we're not going to see a significant move to the upside. We need to wait for that breakout. Until then, this can carry on and the wave 1 has to move further lower, because I can't tell you how long it's going to be. The further it gets extended, the longer the downtrend will be. That's how it is, because it is the first wave setting the stone for the continuation of that downtrend. What I will expect then, as soon as we break above this descending wedge, would be a wave 2, a correction that could get, that I probably have to move that area now, depending on how low that will really get. That will now move down a little bit, because typically a wave 2 gets to the 50% fib retracement at least. So we could get to 3,150, yeah. At a minimum 3,050. That would be the 38.2% fib level, but we'll leave it at the highest probability level. which starts at 3,152, goes all the way up to 3,400. That would be a corrective wave 2. Doesn't happen until we break out of the wedge. Then, however, we have to calculate the targets, and we'll speculate now a bit, okay? What would be the minimum target for a wave 3? It is the 1.618 fib extension of the wave 2. And let's just be fairly optimistic here. And let's say the wave 2 gets all the way to the $3,400 level. That means the wave 3 target will be a bit higher as well, not that bearish. What would be the minimum target? The minimum target would be the $1,961 level. That is the absolute minimum for the wave 3. But we also have seen wave 3s go all the way down to the 2.618 Fibonacci retracement level, and that is at $1,098. Okay, so just something to be aware of, but we'll keep it optimistic. From here then, again, let's just assume the retracement for the wave 4, and again, this is just based on assumptions currently. A bit of speculation going on here. Wave 4 could go to 2,500 roughly. And then the last wave 5 will be that final sell-off that will hopefully hold here at the $1,700 level. But let's do the fib extensions. A target for a wave 5, as we know it from the past as well, for a wave 4 can be often the 2.382 fib extension, 2.618 of the wave 1, $1,100, not unrealistic, even down to 300%, $780. We just need to be aware of that. Don't want to scare anyone, but if I don't do real talk here and I don't tell you on time, then it's not very helpful, is it? So this happening provided that we are breaking $1,700. $1,700 is like the last resort, and you see why. If I zoom out, that is a magical level. Yeah, we need to hold it to stay sort of in this. It's a bit like the chart is cut into two halves, isn't it? Zoom out a little bit further. You see how relevant that level is. Yeah, that is also here. Yeah, pretty much a very, very significant level. You can say that there will be probably massive support around $1,500. That is the high of the previous bull market, 2018. That will be massive support. So maybe that will be the low. But $1,700 is like, this is sort of this based on a potential bullish outcome, a faster bullish outcome, yeah, where this has been the wave 1, this will be the wave 2, then ideally in a wave 3 you want to go higher. If we break below 1,700, we go to the high level wave count, the wave 2 will just simply be lower, yeah. Or then in that scenario, what will have happened, or what all of this is, then it's basically the Bitcoin wave count, because at the moment it's not the Bitcoin wave count, which is a bit different. But this would then be basically the Bitcoin wave count, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meaning that all of this wave 2 was a huge, pretty much Bitcoin, similar to Bitcoin, an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, where we will need to get below the low of the wave A. Currently, it still seems all right, but there is risk that we drop below 1,700. And I can't give you, it's a bit like 50-50, honestly. Are we going to hold above 1,700? Are we going to drop below it? Hard to say. At the moment, my feeling is, my view as well, if I look at the waves and the extensions, that we are losing. We're going to lose the $1,700 level. Feels unrealistic more and more that Bitcoin, if Bitcoin moves below 29K, that Ethereum is going to hold $1,700, because Bitcoin drop is like 35%. That would be the same for Ethereum. Then it can hold it, it's possible, but it will be very tight. Yeah, it will be very close. So yeah, it's exciting and interesting and also a bit scary, but it will give a lot of people the opportunity to buy Ethereum at nice prices. So obviously from my point of view, no significant risk that Ethereum is going to die. Absolutely not. While there might be some altcoins that might be really struggling, I think Ethereum is very solid. Ethereum is very, stable. Yeah, and it's got good future. But this would also become a huge head and shoulders, as you can see here. Yeah, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So we'll see. It will be interesting. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. If you really like the content, check out the channel membership and maybe even check out the trading course on my website, morecryptoonline.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.